I can't stop watching these videos. Let's see it.
January 17th, 2026. A Ukrainian FPV drone spotted 2 Russian soldiers resting and immediately attacked. The soldiers became targets before they could even notice the drone.
Oh!
Look at the Russian soldier targeted by the drone. The soldier, caught by the drone while wandering alone in a completely empty field, struggled to escape. However, the Russian soldier, who didn't even have a weapon, couldn't defend himself in any way.
Wow.
A Ukrainian FPV drone detected.
I finally figured out why the Russian soldiers stand still, freeze up when they hear or see a drone. I saw somebody post it in my comments on previous videos that I did. It's an old tactic that they say in the Russian military. If you don't move, the drone, the camera on the drone might not see you. Unfortunately, that tactic doesn't work because the cameras have gotten a lot better on the drones, but they still do it thinking that it works. Obviously, nobody has delivered the message to the Russian army to update them on these tactics that don't work because they obviously don't make it back to tell them. So,
a Russian soldier and began searching for a suitable position to attack.
Oh, that's a big boy.
The soldier, who tried
boy.
to use a tree as cover, was unable to avoid being targeted despite his efforts. The Ukrainian Signum Battalion continued to target Russian soldiers relentlessly in the Lyman and Sumy regions. Many Russian soldiers tried to escape from the drones in forested areas, but none of them managed to escape. Are you aware of how dangerous drones are?
Oh.
Why are Russian forces still sending infantry to the front lines without any tactics? The FPV drone entered the house to check it out.
Why are they sending more soldiers? Honestly, keep going. You want to keep sending your valuable soldiers, Russian soldiers, to Ukraine? Keep doing it. If the Russians are watching this video, which a lot of them don't because I don't think YouTube is even allowed anymore over there. But if you are, keep sending the soldiers.
And targeted a Russian soldier hiding inside. Once again, a Russian soldier, and once again, a Ukrainian FPV drone.
Pretty soon at this rate.
The Russian soldier tries to hide to protect himself from the attack, but there is nothing here but trees to take cover behind. The Ukrainian FPV drone constantly changes its angle to find the right attack position. Did you see if the Russian soldier had a weapon? The soldier, who was unable to respond in any way, was eventually shot by a drone carrying explosives.
The weapons don't help.
An elderly Russian soldier was attacked while walking on the front line. Panicking, the soldier threw the bag he was carrying at the drone. This Russian soldier, caught in open terrain, became the drone's target within seconds. He couldn't escape. Look at the other soldier who will suffer the same fate. They are all completely alone. The Russian army continues to lose soldiers on the front line. However, the most striking thing about these attacks is that Russian soldiers are unable to respond.
No.
Russian soldiers appear to be quite exhausted and weary. Due to insufficient ammunition and equipment, Russian soldiers are constantly targeted by drones. Will Russian forces be able to take measures against drones? Or will these soldiers wander aimlessly on the front lines, becoming nothing more than targets for drones?
They have been.
All attempts by Russian soldiers to hide are useless against drones. Did you see the Russian soldier hiding under the shed? Ukrainian reconnaissance drones managed to detect the Russian soldier. Ukrainian soldiers immediately prepared an explosive-laden drone and launched an attack. You can see how the drone is prepared. In just a few minutes, the drone is assembled for attack and is now ready for action.
That's loud.
The FPV drone is now tracking the detected Russian soldier. The FPV drone pilot, who was quickly searching the area where the Russian soldier was last detected, managed to find the Russian soldier shortly thereafter.
Crazy.
The Russian soldier continues to hide under the tree. However, he notices the approaching drone and starts running.
All those branches that the drone's going through, and still the drone just manages not, like, you know, fall.
Look at the drone's maneuverability.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It can maneuver quite well, even in an area surrounded by trees.
Yeah.
The Russian soldier was unable to escape, becoming the drone's target.
Meatloaf.
A new target is being sought for the attack. This time, we are in the Donetsk region. Wooded areas are the most preferred places for Russian soldiers to hide. Another Russian soldier has been spotted. He is waiting under a motionless tree,
Yeah.
but it's too late now. There is not enough time to react when the drone attack passes. Look at the soldier trying to swim across the river. Perhaps he thought of hiding in the water, but he couldn't escape the attack. Even while trying to get out of the river, he was most likely unaware that he was being monitored by a drone.
Wow.
A Russian soldier was spotted in a wooded area again. He thought he was hiding behind the tree, but the drone had already spotted the soldier and immediately launched
Got
an
his
attack.
shit bag. That's not a
Now
soldier.
look carefully. You may not notice
That's
it at first, but there is a Russian soldier hiding there.
Oh, oh, oh.
The Ukrainian FPV drone has already detected the Russian soldier and is just looking for a suitable attack position,
Good angle on him. Oh yeah, right there.
waiting for the Russian soldier to make a mistake. The FPV drone immediately attacked as soon as the Russian soldier revealed himself.
Nice. Holy shit.
2 Russian soldiers.
Bro, who was in charge of that drone?
The FPV drone
Oh my God.
immediately attacked as soon as the Russian soldier
Look at him.
revealed himself.
Bloop. And he was shooting at him too. The Russian soldier was.
2 Russian soldiers
Wow.
were spotted wandering near Ukrainian defense positions
Talented.
in a strange manner on the Eastern Front. The Russian soldiers, seeing the drone in front of them, didn't know what to do. The drone immediately attacked the soldiers
Oh,
who were
man.
trying to flee in panic. One of the Russian soldiers managed to escape the drone's attack maneuver by chance. The other Russian soldier was trying to run into a wooded area. The drone immediately changed its target and managed to hit the running soldier. A Ukrainian FPV drone
Wow.
that detected a Russian trench in the Pokrovsk region immediately launched an attack. A completely defenseless position is a completely open target against a drone attack. The FPV drone slowly approached the entrance of the trench. Did you see the Russian soldier trying to hide inside?
Yeah,
The
we saw.
FPV drone crashes into the Russian soldier and explodes. The explosion is quite violent, and it is impossible for the Russian soldier to survive this attack.
Oof.
What do you think about Russian forces building such unprotected trenches?
Nothing.
An FPV drone searching for a new target
What do you think about him? We don't. Just blow them up.
detected Russian soldiers advancing by vehicle on the road. The Russian soldiers, caught in a very bad position, became targets without even noticing the drone.
Oh.
The forests are no longer safe for Russian soldiers. Every area is being thoroughly searched, and Russian soldiers are being identified.
What's wrong with
Soldiers
this?
advancing toward Ukrainian positions in pairs
Oh my
became the
God.
main target of the
Hey you, do you want to see the uncensored versions of my videos that I just can't show here on YouTube? Well, now you can. Head over to olegreacts.net and there you will get to experience raw footage videos with no blurs. The link is in the video description. Check it out right now at olegreacts.net.
attacks. Drones are truly the most critical weapon on the front line.
Yes, it is.
Russian soldiers captured in open terrain, hit by Ukrainian drone attack. Russian forces targeted.
Wow.
Ukrainian drone operators systematically carry out attacks by controlling drones from miles away.
Honda monitor.
In these attacks, you can see how Russian soldiers choose locations to hide on the front lines.
Good night.
Now, Ukrainian FPV drones have the upper hand on the front lines. Look at the Russian soldiers. Each one has been sent to advance on Ukrainian defensive positions under extremely difficult conditions.
That's so cold.
However, there are only Ukrainian attack drones across the thousands of kilometers of front lines. Most Russian soldiers became targets for the drones without even being able to fire their weapons. This situation shows that the Ukraine-Russia war is now mostly being fought with drones.
Of course. Bloop, right in the booty
But
hole.
despite this, Russian forces are still sending Russian soldiers to the front lines to maintain their dominance in the region. Do you think this strategy employed by Russian forces is a necessity or a mistake?
Mistake. It's always been a mistake. Of course.
2 Russian soldiers were about to escape when they were attacked by a fiber optic drone. One soldier managed to hide in a ruin, but he was unable to escape the second drone attack.
That's an explosion right there, man.
A garage housing Russian military vehicles was identified in the Donetsk region. Drones carrying high explosives were immediately dispatched to attack.
Oh, you gotta get 20 more drones in there.
There were Russian soldiers inside.
Oh, yeah.
But the priority was always to neutralize military vehicles.
Oh.
Ukrainian forces knew very well that
That's interesting. The priority is to neutralize the vehicles and not the people or the Russian soldiers. That's how they get stranded behind enemy lines with, you know, they got nothing to move. They got no bikes. They got no cars. They got no dirt bikes. That's smart.
Russian soldiers were already in a difficult situation on the front line. To put Russian soldiers in an even more difficult position, they targeted military vehicles and ammunition, leaving them completely defenseless on the front line. That is why the priority was always military vehicles.
Okay. Nice.
Russian armored vehicles were neutralized one by Ukrainian forces. Many Russian military vehicles moving along the logistics route in the Donetsk region were eliminated. In successive attacks carried out in just one day, more than 50 Russian military vehicles were targeted. Most of the vehicles were transporting soldiers or ammunition to the front. However, these attempts were thwarted by Ukrainian forces. These attacks are quite important for Ukrainian forces. This is because every attack on these vehicles leaves Russian soldiers at the front without support.
Nothing.
Russian soldiers who cannot find any support decide to surrender. Russian soldiers traveling by vehicle suddenly encountered a drone attack. Although they quickly fled the vehicle, not all of them managed to escape. Look at the Russian soldiers driving around the front lines in their UAZ vehicles. They've armored the vehicles to protect them from drones. But the FPV drone managed to hit the driver's compartment directly.
Nice. Wow.
Russian forces are now steadily losing strength. They are losing control of the front line to Ukraine's FPV drones. Countless pieces of military equipment are constantly being rendered useless by Ukrainian forces, while Russian forces have also suffered significant losses in terms of troop numbers. Russian forces continue to shift new military units to the Donetsk region, but have not been very successful in this either. Ukrainian forces continue to carry out relentless attacks on Russian military convoys attempting to reach the front lines, preventing new troops from reaching their positions. You've watched all the attacks up to this point. What are your thoughts on the attacks that have taken place?
It's nice.
FPV drones really change the course of the war?
They have been.
Or why can't Russian forces carry out drone attacks to the same extent? Don't forget to share your thoughts with us in the comments.
I do want to show you guys what the Russians are actually trying to do to escape the drones, right? Those FPV drones, it's really, really hard. I found this on Twitter, and supposedly, so the Russians are using this camo, and it looks like pile of bricks and garbage, you know, pile of shit, basically. And it does kind of look good. The only problem is they do have drones that are what are they called? Infrared drones, and they can see right through it, right? So they're doing some stuff. Here's a video of it. Isn't that crazy?
Действительно, как будто куча мусора и все. Ребят, смотрите, какая штука. Ребят, дай. Присел.
The only problem is in the snow. It would be pretty hard to do it in the snow right now, but in the summertime, this could be pulled off. But like I said, I could be wrong. If you guys already seen this somewhere else, let me know what the Ukrainian army is doing to combat this specific camouflage, because in my opinion, that's better than the standard camouflage. That's 100%. Like, but I'm sure the Ukrainians are doing the same exact things to, you know, because the Russians have the drones as well. Let's not, you know, they have the drones as well. So they're gonna be doing the same exact thing. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Підпишись, це безкоштовно. Subscribe, it's free. Like the video, it does not cost any money, and it helps the algorithm to push out this video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. До побачення.